So the best way to start this off is with an intro. Are you ready?
Yes.
Clara, be my pal. Tell me, am I a good man?
I forgot how she answers that.
she,
I know they sad.
because all I know is she like just sat there. She just looked at him, just went, "I don't know," and then he goes, "Oh, me neither. Neither do I." Well, welcome back to Mojopod. Sorry for the long delay of episodes. So this is Joey, and here with me is.
Amanda.
So today we're going to be talking about season 8 of Doctor Who.
Yay!
Yay! Well, okay. So bit of a flashback here. Before we actually start discussing the new season, let's go back in time for a bit. No pun intended. I had to. I'm sorry. So okay. So back in 2013, last year in the mid 2013, Matt Smith announces that he is retiring from being the Doctor. So everyone's getting sad. Everyone's like, "Oh no, Matt Smith's leaving. Oh no,
Goodbye, bow tie.
goodbye bow tie. Oh no, goodbye no eyebrows and all that
Yeah, because
stuff."
Matt Smith really brought it to America, and everyone thought that he was the hottest thing on earth.
Yeah,
He was so many, especially in America, he was so many people's first doctor
that's
that they were
true.
really sad to see him go.
Right, and then there's a lot of and there's still those fans out there that still argue like who is better, David Tennant or Matt Smith and stuff. I haven't heard many fights about that lately, but like when Matt Smith was the Doctor, there was a lot of people saying like I miss David Tennant, and then there's other people saying like I like Matt Smith better and all that stuff. So
I think it was the chin.
it's probably the chin. It's the Bruce Campbell chin. So, but anyway, so then for the next couple months, everyone's been saying like, all right, so now they're casting the new Doctor, and then then they were making a big deal about it. They said, okay, we found a new Doctor, but we're gonna announce it on television, and they were making this big hype on it. So on BBC America and on BBC, they were they start doing this special where they're like, okay, today's the day where we announce on television the new Doctor. It's gonna be great, and so they start having all these interviews, and it's all this stuff, and I'm just sitting there, and I watched it because why not? I thought might as well watch
Yeah.
it. So I even recorded my reaction to it and stuff. I did. I was that nerdy. I wanted to record my reaction to it. So then when they announced it, like at the last, you find out at the last 5 minutes or the last 10 minutes, it's like a half an hour special.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like it was a half an hour special that they announced that they were doing this special announcement of the new Doctor. See, they were building this up really big. So then, so sorry, dead air here. I'm trying to recalculate. Hold on. So that's not even a word, is it? Malfunction, error. So then when they announced that the girls who's hosting, she's like, "Here we go. Our new Doctor is Peter Capaldi," and everyone's screaming, "Yay!" And I'm just sitting there going, "Oh, who's Peter Capaldi?" Then he comes out and I see this really old guy. I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, okay, all right." So I turned it off, and throughout the entire day, I was thinking about it. Then I thought, you know what? I'll give him a shot because there have been old man doctors before. There have been old doctors. That the first three doctors were old. The seventh doctor was semi-old, I think. I'm not sure. And War Doctor was old, and then you know, and then then we see a glimpse of his face, of Peter Capaldi's face in the 50th anniversary special, which was a big,
Scary.
yeah, it was a big shock.
It was scary.
It was a big shock. It was like, wait, what?
And it wasn't just a gradual change. It was like boom. Because the other ones, like he even did like the how did you call it, shuriken?
Shirokin?
No, Kamehameha wave with the
Oh,
Matt Smith at the end.
oh
Like,
yeah,
he
that
was
was.
doing all the
Oh, when
like
Matt Smith.
plasma
Oh yeah, when
stuff.
When
But
Smith.
when he changed, it wasn't. It was just boom.
It was
Done.
when he because like on the day of the Doctor when he regenerated, it was quick. It was like phew, and then he's like looking at Clara and he's just like kidneys, got no kidneys and stuff. So that's the first time we get the Doctor. So when I first saw that, first off, since I think in our last discussion we were talking about how we didn't like that, we didn't like
Oh,
the
the
Christmas special with Matt Smith's leaving because of Kamehameha and the
many other stuff where we could rant for hours, but we
pretty
won't.
much, yeah, we won't because we're talking about season 8 today. So but like you said, Kamehameha, stupid Kamehameha BS, and then then Capaldi comes up for like he's there for like he's only on screen for that that special for like 30 seconds or 40 seconds at least.
And all you get is like the eyes and the eyebrows, and it's just like, what?
And he just goes, kidneys, got new kidneys. I will say though, I loved.
He also says, "Do you know how to fly this thing?" And
that
that was good. That was good.
that was good. Everyone, and then everyone was being scared, like, oh no, I hope he remembers. I hope the next season isn't going to be him trying to remember how to fly the TARDIS. I was sitting going, yeah, I hope not either. But I don't think they would go that route.
Yeah, how many? Is it 6 people are technically can fly the TARDIS?
6 people?
Like one time he says, "Oh yeah, it's really built for 6 people to drive it."
Oh, that I don't remember him saying. When did he
It's
say
in the
that?
New Who. It might have been with Donna. I can't remember exactly.
I'll
But
have
there
to-
were a bunch of people in the TARDIS. Anyway, okay, we'll go on.
This is one of those times where I have to rewatch. So there are times where there are times like this where I gotta like watch the new seasons again just to watch the small stuff I didn't miss and stuff. So, but okay, so then after that comes up, so then they announce, okay, Doctor Who won't be back until August 2014. Everyone's like, oh man, you, and everyone else were like, oh man, and all that stuff. And then they started, but throughout this entire year, they were building up this season. Like they were doing all these spoilers that no one cared about. Like, it's like, okay, people, new announcement. We now know what the Doctor's new outfit is. And I was sitting there going, what?
He looks like a magician.
Yeah, but that's still
that's
cool.
fine. That's fine. But
Wait till the first episode to show us.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at Matt Smith. When Matt Smith was announced to be the new Doctor, did he? Were they making big hype for that?
Just about how young he was, but
Yeah.
that was the fans.
Yeah, that's it. But then they were just like, okay, now next announcement, we have a new character named Danny Pink. I was sitting going, I don't care. I don't care about the new characters.
I don't watch TV that much. I stream.
But it was no, it wasn't mostly on TV. Like they weren't doing like specials on this. They were mostly just on the internet.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I also skimmed past them if they were on Facebook or something.
Lucky.
For the most part.
Because like I said, I mean, after the announcement of the Doctor thing, they didn't do much televised announcing for like the new stuff that's going on for Doctor Who. There were people like in the streets of London like filming like with their iPhones filming like behind the scenes stuff when they were filming. So people got a glimpse of the Doctor riding on a horse in his nightgown, and then there's someone had like a phone with him and the Cybermen.
I want a picture of him flirting with the T-Rex.
I speak dinosaur, it's okay. Wasn't flirting with you too, honey. But then just like I said, all year they were just announcing all this crap, and then they announced Missy. It's like, and now we're gonna announce them online. Hey guys, we got a new villain that they just announced. We have a new villain named Missy, and she's gonna be the new villain of this season of Doctor Who.
And another thing that kind of annoyed me, especially with the first episode, okay, they jump in and T-Rex TARDIS gets like loogied out of this T-Rex. Apparently there was a special. I think if you saw it in theaters, there was something prior to it.
What?
Yeah, there was. There was like some extra how they actually got in the dinosaur. I remember that. I'm like, what the heck? Because I considered seeing it in theaters because I saw the 50th in theaters, which was awesome.
I wish I saw it in theaters.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
You can get the clip on YouTube.
Of the
what they showed.
Okay, yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Oh, was it like the one you were talking about how like they had the Centaur and like David Tennant saying, okay, there might be a Zygon right next to you or something.
Yeah, and some other silly
I saw
stuff.
I saw that clip. That was great.
Like I don't know exactly. I actually never looked it up because I kind of forgot about it until now. But it's just when it's something that's on TV, it's like you should show the entire story.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, maybe later on like DVD extra, but don't just jump in there and be like, oh yeah, hey, you missed the 5 minutes because you weren't in theaters. Like I don't remember how it was announced, but I know that is the case.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch.
Unless I'm wrong, which is possible, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
And so finally they start. Then what they started doing was they started sending out these 5-minute clips of these special effect clips of like Peter Capaldi like hanging onto the rails of the TARDIS, and it's just everything's all black, everything's all like staticky and black, and then you see a shadow, and then you just hear voice clips from the episode.
What was it like? Oh yeah, like 4 days, 7 days.
Yeah, and then there was
those
also
were kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean no, those were cool, but then like before, but like back in like June and May, they were doing like those like it was like Peter Capaldi. It was like really quick, like 10-second clips, and it would zoom into like Peter Capaldi's eye real quickly, and all you hear is
The eyebrows.
yeah. You zoom into his eyebrows, and all you hear is Peter Capaldi saying, "God, be my pal. Tell me,
Wait.
am I a good man?"
We have ears with a 9,
Mhm.
hair with a 10,
Mhm.
chin with 11, and
Eyebrows.
eyebrows with 12.
This is true. Oh my gosh! And then in July we got that really badass trailer, and which I watched 1,000 times because back in July I was in Israel for a week. Or not, no, no, wait, I was in Israel for 10 days, and the day I left for Israel is when they released the trailer for the new season,
Yeah.
and then I didn't see it till 3 days later, or 2 or 3 days later, and I was just I was when we finally got internet when we were in Israel, I was going through Facebook, and then I saw like someone saying like, "Oh my gosh, the new trailer looks awesome." I'm like, "There's a new trailer too!" So I watched that trailer over and over again. That trailer was like, "Life returns, life remains, and you see like the him still hanging on the rails. You see like the dinosaur. Then you see Peter Capaldi going like, "I'm the Doctor. I've lived for over 2,000 years. I've done many bad things." And then you see like the cyborg dude. You see all this stuff. I'm sitting there like, "Oh, I can't wait any longer."
Oh, man, I might have seen that. I kind of wish I watched that right before we started.
Oh man, maybe I could pause this right now and show it to you, but I could try it, but I'm not sure if it would work. It's worth a shot, but I'm not quite sure if it worked. If it could work, do you think I should pause this right now just to try it?
What the hell? Let's do it.
Okay, pause it. Okay. Is it working now? Okay, it should be still working. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we're back.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, I did see that. I guess I forgot because again I tried to avoid the trailers a little bit, and it just showed little clips of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like, oh hey, this that. It's like, you have ADD. We're just gonna throw this in your face and put epic music to it. Yeah, you still have to wait though.
Even though you have ADD, you gotta wait. It's like, oh man! It was no. The best part was the music in the beginning with like the when it was taking on the road. That's what got me. Got chills in my bones. I was like, oh, I can't wait any longer. Gotta wait another month and a half. And then 1 month and a half later, we all get together. We finally watched the first episode, and then finally we all eventually watched the entire 8th season. So Amanda, after us talking about the recap for that last 12 minutes, what did you think of season 8?
Moffat.
Moffat! Robot House!
Like, I love Peter Capaldi. I don't mind the darker play on it. I just feel like Peter Capaldi is a little kid just running with it. I mean, he can take stuff. It just feels like he's breaking some rules.
Wait, who is Moffat or Peter Capaldi?
Moffat.
Wait, were you saying Peter Capaldi was a kid or Moffat's a kid?
Oh, sorry, Moffat with the story. Okay,
You think Moffat's a kid?
Like, just doing whatever, like just breaking rules because
Yeah.
they're there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't remember when it was announced or if it was real. I saw on Facebook. I follow Doctor Who on Facebook. But hey, the doctor's real name is Maurice. Was it?
What?
Yeah, like Moffat announced that on Facebook. I think I told you, but I don't know if that was real or not.
It's gotta
like,
be fake.
I don't know. It's like I don't like with Moffat
That's
saying
BS.
that. It's like I don't know if that was true or not. And now he's saying stuff about like, okay, this isn't season 8, but just what Moffat has been saying. He's like, oh yes, there will be a female. The Doctor will be female. It's like, I don't know.
There are fans out there who really want the Doctor to be a female because it's like
so they can bang the Doctor.
no. Well, it's because like it's this thing where like there's fans out there who have their ideal Doctor is that the Doctor could be anybody. That's why he's regenerated so many times. But they have this ideal idea that the Doctor, since he's an alien, he could be an animal. He could be anything because he's a Time Lord, and Time Lords are like these eternal beings and stuff. But that's what they think. But also, I was watching a video about this, and this girl was talking about why she thinks the Doctor could have been a female was like if you remember when Matt Smith first came into Doctor Who, when he felt his hair, he went, "Am I a girl?" So that's one person's event. That I don't know.
He was a little crazy.
Yeah, he's goofy. Yeah, he was goofy, but I mean,
Fish sticks and custard.
Yeah, you could say that he just regenerated and he was still cooking as he said. You know, he could have.
Yeah, and Capaldi didn't remember like how do you fly this thing? Like it takes him a minute, you know.
Yeah, it takes him a while before he gets.
You just got new kidneys. He doesn't remember much.
Yeah, he's got to pee with those kidneys first. Okay, so yeah, my opinion of season 8 was it was good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't fantastic, but it took me a long time to like. It took me a long time to get used to this season because the first 2 episodes were not that good. Because you and I both watched the first 2 episodes together. Because I remember the first episode we got that party together.
Yeah, so the first one was I just remember Skin.
Yeah, that was kind of dark for a Doctor Who. That's really dark. That's I mean,
kudos for bringing back the clockwork robots from the
from
the Pompadour.
Oh, the girl in the fireplace.
Yeah, from that episode. Like, okay, kind of kudos. I don't get how they get to go to heaven because they're robots. I don't get how they're sentient and they're searching for. Anyway, and then the next one was Into the Dalek.
Yeah, that was no. I remember when you came over when we watched that episode. So Into the Dalek. Into the Dalek.
Into the Dalek's eye.
Pretty much, yeah. Into the Dalek. When. It's literally what it is. They shrink into size and they go inside the Dalek. When we saw that, when they start shrinking, you and I just went, what? And I turned to you and I went, hey, Amanda, you remember the episode of the Rugrats where they shrunk it down to size to go inside Chucky's stomach to get the watermelon seed out of his stomach? That's what I thought. I just went, what?
I guess kudos for looking at something differently. I wish they would have went into the technology of the shrinking a little bit because hey, they go time travel. Hey, now they're shrinking. Okay, this is kind of interesting in the vagueness, but okay. Just remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. That's about all the information they take.
That's and then just like but going back to for the first episode, Deep Breath. That's like an hour and a half. That's like an hour and like 20 minutes. How long was that episode?
Wait, Deep Breath.
That was the first episode.
Oh, wait, when she had to hold her breath. Okay, the skin balloon thing. Okay.
Yeah. Because how long was that episode? Was that like an hour and a half or at least an hour and 15 minutes?
I don't know, maybe I don't know offhand. I would think it would be standard time, like the standard, because they're usually like 45 minutes without commercials.
But I think this was like the pilot. It was they were extending it or something.
I don't know, but it did feel longer either way.
It was really long. Yeah, but this episode, when you watch it the first time I watched it, I liked it just because it was like finally Doctor Who came, and I watched it again. I was like, I don't like this episode anymore.
It really felt like okay, the fan base was like, especially the Matt Smith fan base. Mm-hmm. Not all of them, but some of them were like, he's old. He's not hot anymore. I don't like the Doctor. I can't think of banging him and get off. And, he doesn't look like Edward from Twilight because he doesn't have the huge
Edward,
chin.
gee, I haven't heard from that in a while.
Well, sorry, he's got the same brick face to me.
That's true, yeah.
But it felt like the beginning of that, taking Clara with the lizard lesbian couple is like,
Brigadier.
You trust the Doctor. Did you, like, it felt like they were almost consulting the audience that felt that way because he was older, and Clara had to prove that she didn't have the hots for the Doctor, I guess.
The ending was such pandering when Matt Smith's in the past Matt Smith leaves her the voicemail.
Yeah.
That was such pandering. When I saw it, I went, come on, are you serious? That's like saying, remember kids, it's still the Doctor, just not Matt Smith anymore. And it's just like, are you serious?
They had to hold their hand. It's like, it's still the same Doctor. It's like, yes, we know. We've been following you.
That's just, oh my God. It's like, whatever. That was so...
I guess that was almost pandering. Like David Tennant sent off where like he had the radioactive thing. He's like, okay, go to Rose, this now. Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. It felt like it was that at the end, except it was the beginning of season 8.
But I mean, at least David Tennant had like a farewell thing, But like, because at least it's like this. It's like I complained about this in the last podcast. At least David Tennant jumped out of a freaking spaceship, crashed into a building, and then with a gun to prevent Gallifrey from colliding with Earth. And then at the end he just did the whole I could have done so much more. It's not fair. He's like throwing the papers around. But at least his death. At least he had a makes sense. I'm sorry,
Logical.
At least he had a logical way of leaving. Like he sacrificed himself to save Wilfred. I love
Yeah.
Wilfred. And then, but what? Oh, you're knocking. Ah, I see what you did there. We'll talk about that in a second. But then at least for Matt Smith's that was while Matt Smith's that was BS with the whole Kamehameha crap, but then
Christmas.
and Christmas, yeah. But just that ending in Deep Breath was such pandering because it was like trying to tell the audience, remember, kids, don't worry, it's still the Doctor, just a little older. Just remember, and the Doctor does say, Clara, I'm not your boyfriend. I was never your boyfriend. I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I don't fall in love. I'm not gonna fall in love. So it's all this stuff because I'm the new Doctor and stuff. So. And then the Dalek episode came along, and that was weird, with the protein liquid crap, and then the Robin. I will say this: there's a lot of people online that did not like the Robin Hood episode. I kind of liked it. I like it for the same reason other people hate No, I like it for the same reason people like dinosaurs on a spaceship.
Ugh.
Because like I've said 1,000 times, I'm not a big fan of dinosaurs on a spaceship, but a lot of people like it because they liked it because it was goofy. I liked the Robin episode because it was goofy. The ending was kind of weird with the shooting the golden arrow into the spaceship. That was kind of weird. That's where I went, what? And then, yeah. Okay, and then going into Listen, that was an episode they were building it up to. Okay. It got good at some parts, but then it didn't make any sense. It didn't really make that much sense.
This is where I think Moffat, like I said, is just a little kid running around thinking they can do what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just... that episode does not make sense. Like, I thought that was going to be the next Blink. That's what they kind of hyped it up.
Yeah, because he was saying, like, listen.
Yeah. So I got really excited because Blink was my introduction episode and still my favorite episode.
Mm-hmm.
So... in the beginning, it's like, what is the benefit of just pure hiding? What if a creature just purely evolved for hiding? Although, I admit the pufferfish was a little fake, but whatever. I got kind of where he was going, and then the chalk disappears and you see Listen written. Mm-hmm. So already there, you see, like, okay, there's something wrote that, something did that, something exists. Okay, mm-hmm. Later on, go to Pink's room in the orphanage or whatever, mm-hmm. and that creature appears on the bed. Right. And is just under the sheets. Okay. And the Doctor's like, don't look at it, we won't look at you, and it leaves. Like this pinkish, blurry thing just leaves. And
yeah,
like,
and we don't know what
okay, so you don't know what that is.
And that gets interesting. You're like, oh my god, what the hell is that thing?
Yeah, it's like, okay, the unknown, the corner of your eye. Okay. Towards the end, you see Clara's under the bed, mm-hmm. hiding. We assume it's the Doctor in the bed. I'm pretty sure.
Like, are you talking about the kid that's in the bed?
The kid in the bed, I believe.
It's supposed to be the Doctor as a kid.
It's supposed to be the Doctor. I was just so upset I tried to forget that. Anyway, so the entire time, as the reason why they end up at Pink's orphanage is Clara is trying to remember that dream with someone grabbing their foot. I've never had that dream, by the way.
Me neither.
But he's like, everyone has that dream. Everyone has that dream. Think about that dream. Put your fingers into the goo of the TARDIS, and we shall go there. And she thinks of her boyfriend,
Danny Pink.
Who
by the way, I like Danny Pink. Did you like Danny Pink?
I liked him. I just don't know if they were trying to put PTSD in there. Because I just felt he cried a little too easily.
Oh yeah, of course it was PTSD because he used to be in the army and he killed a kid and it was just
kids were little dicks. It's like, did you kill anybody? This and that. And he's like obviously upset.
Of course, well yeah, because kids can be jerks. Kids are brutally honest. Sometimes there's kids out there who ask the most immature questions, and you know what? And and that's a really difficult. It's a sucky thing to watch because then Danny Pink's just all like, oh, how do I explain this to a kid? And he starts crying and stuff. Well, he doesn't cry. He's not like.
He gets one tear.
He gets teary because he's just because he saw some things because he saw things in the army and stuff. So.
I guess that was just a little confusing to understand because they never really covered PTSD. Mm-hmm. Like in the series, it was like, okay, you got this character who used to be a warrior. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway, so at the end of, besides following Pink's timeline and this, that, the unknown, and you see like, okay, Clara obviously bangs him and has kids apparently. Spoilers.
Which by the way, how the hell? Okay.
Paradox.
Yeah. But then here's the weird thing. In in a later episode, Danny dies. So how the hell do they get kids then? How are they gonna how?
Cyber semen?
I don't know. Did they have sex when he was a Cyberman? We saw him on screen the entire time.
It's a paradox now. See, that's what I get with Moffat. Like he keeps creating these like what do you call those? Untied knots. Wait, I forget the term for it.
Not a time paradox. Is that what you're trying? Not.
Well, I mean, it could be a paradox. If they have the kids, she gives the kids are in the future. She talks to the kids, and now the kids don't exist. Maybe that was that wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, iffy space thing, Pink's life. But I don't know. But I'm just trying to say like what's it? Loose ends, loose ends, and but it's like contradicting the story. It's like I don't know. I'm going with cyber semen.
It's okay. All right. Okay. So going back to listen.
So at the end, it's like okay, doctor, and she's grabbing his foot. So the listen hiding stuff, is that just the doctor's travels that you're avoiding looking at him because you're not supposed to see him because you can't see yourself? That's all the only way I could realize it, because I really thought it was another species, another this, like almost like everybody has a shadow following them that just listens for whatever reason. Okay, I could deal with that, but it's just not clear because you get the pink gremlin thing that just appears and Pink is watching the room and Clara's under the bed, and it's like the thing just shows up under the sheets. It's like, that's creepy.
Hey, look at that.
Turn around in the room as I'm watching it, and it's like, that was creepy. All right.
Hey, Clara, give me a baseball bat, will you? You should beat the shit out of it.
What blankets are supposed to protect?
Wait, what's up?
Blankets. You know when you get scared, you put the blankets over your head?
Well then.
It doesn't help, though. You know what I mean.
It's good. Yeah, because there's somebody going to be standing right over you. Once you pick the blanket up. Okay.
That's why it's red.
That's true, yeah. So what was the episode after that? Was it Time Heist? Was it the Time Heist episode? Was that what came out afterwards?
Oh my god, you could have just pulled it up on Google. I don't know.
Damn, I should have brought it up. Okay, you know what?
I don't know off the top of my head.
If it's gonna click,
Heist.
if you guys hear clicks, I'm sorry. Hold on, let's make this really quick. Hold on. If the internet works, thank you, internet. Because I feel like Time Heist was the next episode. Well, let's check. I have to edit this out. I have to edit out this me rambling like. Here we go. Robert, listen. Oh yeah, it was Time Heist. Yeah, Time Heist. So yeah, Time Heist. That was the robbery. That was a good episode. I like that one.
Brains to mush.
That was cool. That was a cool episode. And then the caretaker was pretty funny. Remember the caretaker episode?
Caretaker.
It was when the doctor was disguising himself as the new caretaker of Clara's school so he could find this robot.
Oh, he was a janitor.
Yeah, and he had like the
Pink fucked it up.
Yeah, he did like a backflip. He did like a huge backflip and just beat the crap. It just it just shot that thing to fucking shit. And then the doctor has like the sign up in front that says "Go away, humans."
Yeah, and then the little girl that they brought back in a later episode, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It was just kind of weird, and he's thinking like that he had the relationship wrong. Like, oh, Clara's in love with this one, or likes this one guy, and he thought it was the other guy that had like the Jew folk sort of going.
Oh yeah.
Something looked like a past him or something. They hinted, and was like, okay, all right. That was not him. I think that was kind of cute to throw in there.
Yeah, it works with me, I guess. So okay. So then after that was after the caretaker was Kill the Moon, which a lot of people liked.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like
it.
It didn't make sense.
The only thing I didn't like was, and I'm probably gonna get shit for this, was I didn't like how the doctor treated Clara. He was just all like, all right, goodbye. You decide. Catch you later.
In the episode prior, though, Pink did say, if he pushes you too far, let me know. And so I think that was there to be after that. Like, that was him pushing her too far and her thinking, because she, I think, said she wasn't going to be with him, travel with him anymore. But did it anyway and started lying to Pink, which you should not do in a relationship.
Yeah.
But that's how I felt that tied in. Because she, in the janitor episode, I'm just going to call it that, running away from crab cyborg
Crab.
ultimate turret thing, and Pink is like, you risked your life for him. You did this and that. And he's like, there was this whole soldier warrior type of thing, which I can kind of understand when I'm watching it. I forgot how I understood it
Right.
perfectly, but he basically said, they can push you too far, let me know. And that kind of hinted to his PTSD, where it's like he was pushed too far.
Right.
Okay, and he's trying to save her from that. Okay, and then the moon thing. Do you have any other things you want to bring up with that? Because I could just ramble.
Kill the moon.
Kill the moon, yeah.
I just thought. I know the doctor. This doctor's supposed to be a jerk, but he's supposed to be like at least a likable jerk. But that was a huge dick move. Like he was like, all right, I'm gonna let you guys decide. Do you guys want to save the Earth, or do you want to kill this and save this baby, or do you want to destroy all mankind? All right, make a decision. Goodbye. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck, man?
I almost, like, in my head, I was thinking it was sort of an homage to the Pompeii episode, because that's where Capaldi was in that episode.
Oh, yeah.
And it was very similar, not on a global, well, I guess on a global scale. He did have to blow up Pompeii to save the rest of the Earth, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So the doctor, though, clearly, from what I remember, clearly made that decision back then, and that was the Earth or the city. Like, not an innocent baby. Well, actually, a lot of innocent babies, because it was a fucking city.
Yeah.
But he made that decision clearly. And then this one was like, I'm not human. I just visit. Oh, mostly London, but I visit a lot. And he had left them to make the decision. A poor grade school girl who's scared shitless.
Yes. Why did you bring a student with you to this kind of thing?
Clara, the impossible girl who's died a million times before.
Yeah.
And blonde space lady, can't remember.
Yeah, forgot her name too.
Yeah, but he's like leaving them and then making the decision, and then they try to do it with the lights on the Earth, and I'm like, okay, all right. And they get towards the end, like the countdown, and he puts them back on Earth. They decided not to blow it up, and the doctor's like just looking at it, narrating, like he knew exactly what was gonna happen.
And it's like, then why did you do something about it?
Why were you such a dick?
That was, and Clara had every right to be pissed off. She was like, "You are a piece of shit, Doctor. God damn it, you motherfucker. Fuck you and your TARDIS." She didn't really say that, but if it was like if Doctor Who was R-rated,
I will take your blue box and shove it up your
up your
bigger on the inside.
He's like, damn, you got a bigger mouth than me when I was in the thick of it.
I wanted to hear Capaldi say, like, fucking boy.
Fucking D-boy, fucking Daleks.
Oh, I wanted to hear that so
fucking Zygons and that bullshit, licking tongue bullshit motherfuckers. Hey, I'm gonna get you a
I'm
swear.
Scottish, I can complain now.
Yeah, I can complain now. I'm gonna get a swear jar. Really, Malcolm? I'm kidding, you stupid twat. Sorry, we're switching back. We're switching different shows. I'm sorry.
Well, but it's in a show that he was in, and he was known for swearing in that show.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hoity-toity. So the next episode was the Mummy episode, which was good. The Mummy episode was good. Did you like that one?
I don't really have any problems with that episode.
That one I liked.
It was very interesting. You never find out what made them try to solve the riddle, and it really didn't give a crap about if they survived.
Yeah.
It seemed a little bit like the Titanic episode.
Right. Except on a train.
Yeah, except on a train.
On a
motherfucking train. Mummies on a motherfucking train.
Hell yeah.
Should have thought of a way to make that rhyme. It was very interesting. It's a thinker. Want a Jelly Belly?
They're quite good.
I'm sure that made many people happy.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
This is why I was kind of just marathoning the episodes, but it had an interesting end, and what was it? The doctor wasn't willing to save people. It was like a moral thing.
I don't know.
Kind of in there. Like he was just letting people die to find out how it worked.
Right.
And then that girl was next.
Right.
And you almost let that girl die. Which I guess you can't see the mummy, so how are you going to save him anyway?
That's true.
Is that mummy curse real? Or was it made up for the show?
The mummy?
Like, is that in regular mythology, or was that just in that episode in there?
Like where you can't see a mummy until...
Okay, do you know of a legend where there is that mummy that you have 66 seconds?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
All I know is mummies just from what I've seen, like in the
Are
movies.
you my mommy?
That was great. When he said, I went, "Oh, I see what you did there." When the only mummies mythology I know is like the mummies that come back from the dead, and they're like from like the old mummy movie from like the 1950s, and like the mummy from like with Brendan Fraser, or like the mummy from like all those Halloween, any kind of Halloween movie and stuff. But that's
Yeah, this one was
I've never I think this was just made for Doctor Who, unless I could be
okay.
wrong. If there is,
Okay, I
feel
mean,
free to.
I guess it's just interesting that they would make up something just for that, but then they don't really take people off.
Yeah, but I mean, I've never heard of that mythology before, so
Although I did like the idea of that life extender thing,
yeah,
like that saves people's lives, so you don't die when you're on vacation.
fantastic. That's great. That's
That is kind
fantastic.
of awesome. That's like
I should have brought that with me when I went to. I'm just kidding.
oh
I'm just kidding.
oh my
I'm just
god.
kidding.
Well, you were there during that bad time, but
That's
anyway,
true. Okay. So, and then there was Flatline.
hyped up as shit.
Yeah.
Hyped up like oh graphics, oh this, oh
I
that.
will say this. I will say this. It did lose me a couple of times. However, the two best parts of that whole episode was the monsters, because the monsters were pretty cool, and Capaldi's speech at the ending. I love that speech because I know it's I know, even though the episode's just okay. I love that speech at the ending where he's just like, "I tried to understand you, but I guess you just want to play as the monsters. I guess I'll play the role of mine, which I am the Doctor. This planet is protected, and I shall name you the Boneless." He just pulls out his son. I mean, that's not the whole speech, but that speech was awesome because I was waiting for that season where he does like an epic speech because there's always every all the doctors always have that epic speech where he's telling the bad guy who he is and why the bad guy should be afraid of him. Like the 10th Doctor was all like, "I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey, the constellation of Castorpus. I'm 903 years old. I'm a man who's going to save your life and all 50 billion people on the planet below. You got a problem with that? In that case, Alonzi." And then 11th Doctor was 11th Doctor had the he had the one where he confronts the Eye, where he's just all like, "Hello, I'm the Doctor. 6 billion people, 50 billions of people live on this planet. Have these people ever committed a crime against the Atraxi? Okay, now, has this planet been attacked? Oh yeah, there's been so many. Yeah, see, I can go on. I really can go on. But then, see, I was waiting for that kind of speech. Like the reason why that's why I liked that speech and Flatline was because I was waiting for that type of Doctor speech because I love it when the Doctor like confronts the bad guy and he's just all like, "This plane is protected. I am the Doctor, and you are the," or whatever. So I mean, but you know what I mean. But so that's. But anyways, going to what was your problem with Flatline?
I just all the hype.
Mm-hmm.
It really felt hyped up. Yes, it was very interesting. It was a different take on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just again really feel all this hype. Like okay, the TARDIS kind of took them where they needed to be,
Mm-hmm.
and the paintings that was interesting. Then you find out oh they're all dead. All the
Yeah.
people that they make flat are dead.
Yep.
Oh,
They're all
that's a
dead.
little dark. That's a little Torchwoodish. Okay, going that direction.
Kids are watching this show, people, right?
Oh, that's the nervous system on the wall there.
Oh.
Oh, that's someone's skin. I did
Ooh.
homage to the first episode, skin wall that looked like a desert.
Uh.
My favorite part was how she beats them. And it's also, I guess, a hint like, oh, Dr. Clara. It's like, oh, don't be full of yourself. Don't be. The TARDIS is shrinking. It's never done that before. Dr. Clara, it's like a hint. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, besides her lying to her boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, Clara. What's your problem, Clara? I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, she's the impossible girl.
She's impossible.
She's just impossible.
Yeah, and she's cute? Question mark. I'm sorry, go on.
I don't know. She's got doe eyes.
I just want to pinch her cheeks. I'm sorry, go on.
I don't know. It was very good. I did like it.
You just thought it was overrated.
Yeah, I guess I don't like all the hype. That's also why I kind of avoid things
So
online and stuff.
so did you like it more than Listen?
Yes, because it does make sense.
Okay.
More sense. Like okay, exploring like oh hey they're just one dimensional. Okay, then all right, let's see how this goes. what's that book? Wrinkle in Time.
Or Wrinkle in Time. Remember that book?
Yeah, that was me snapping with my left. Okay, now I can snap with my left hand.
Now I can snap.
I couldn't get my left hand to snap. So I was like, okay, one dimension. I think they did have a one dimension thing. Oh, the Amy. So, but it was just like, oh, don't paint over those people till you'll kill them.
The God, what was that guy? The grumpy dude, the guy who was like he was like the public services, not the public services. He was like the
that guy. Oh,
the
I hated him.
The corrections guy. He was a dick, and then Capaldi. That's when the doctor was right. He was all like, people may die, but sometimes the wrong people die. I was just like, oh, you're so right. It's true. Oh, and then he said that really sweet thing to the kid. I forgot. It was something about. Oh God, what did he say to the kid? It was such a nice thing. It was something about his artwork. It was such a nice thing. He says, he's like, you drew that. He goes, yeah. He goes, imagine what you can do with so and so. I'm just like, oh, what? I forgot what he said. It was such a nice line.
I did like the door idea.
Yeah, that was a cool idea.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the TARDIS shrinking. It's like you got to take a leap of faith with these episodes.
Yeah,
like,
you
got
to
explain everything. Yeah. I wish I knew. Okay, there were 2 trains down in the tunnel, I believe, and the second one had A113. I mentioned that on Facebook with you. Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure it was A113 or 113A. Either way, that is a very popular, if you don't know, in Disney and Pixar, possibly other animators. I guess it's a classroom that they all learned animation in, and they stick that in there. Like a license plate in Lilo and Stitch has A113. It's in Toy Story. You find it in a lot of movies.
That's interesting. I mean, Doctor Who. I don't know why would it be in Doctor Who?
Well, that was an animated train. That was a very, very clearly animated train.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I should just send a letter to BBC saying, "Did any of you go to school, an animation school in America? Do any of you know people from Disney?"
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just my Disney fangirl going out there.
That's all right. It's okay.
I guess I wish I knew if that was a yes or no. That was just like, oh, that's there.
I had no idea. Like I said, I didn't notice that at first, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm just crazy.
You're not crazy. You're just.
I am crazy. I'm the fun kind of crazy.
Yes. So then after that was the forest episode, which was fine. I felt bad for those. I would be worried about those kids. I would think like at least one or
with the arm flailing.
Oh yeah. The girl with who needed
it was cool and that, but you just see her like with her arms flailing clearly. You're like, I'm doing it. You can't see it, but just the arms flailing.
Oh
and
yeah.
It's like, okay, why is she doing this? It's like. I don't know. They do explain it with the fairies.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's like everyone thinks she has a condition, but she thinks that she's seeing fairies and stuff.
She needs her medicine.
Well,
she needs her crazy pills.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what Maybe
that was a whole thing. Like we medicate our kids too much.
Maybe that could be a message. Who knows? And that was an okay.
But the doctor doesn't like kids and dismissed her at first, which was.
Well, yeah.
You remember? He was like.
Yeah, he just went. Oh, it's that. What did he say? It was like, it's that way. He just closes the door. He just goes, "What are you doing out here?" And I mean, at least that was fun to watch because at least when he wasn't being like, he wasn't calling like the girl names or anything. He was unless did he call her a name or something? Because I remember, like I said, he's the fun kind of rude. He's like he's a jerk you like. He's the likable jerk. So at least he was like when he was trying to do the Sonic on. He was trying to do the Sonic screwdriver, and then the girl's like, can you do it on the tree? He's like, you can't do Sonic on wood. It's Sonic. Wood is not Sonic. Wood is not metal. That was cute. And then, okay, and then come.
So you can't Sonic your own woman.
No, you can't. I see what you did there. So then comes the season finale, the double episode. Okay, I'll say this: the first part was good. It was spoiled to me. Okay, spoiler alert. It was spoiled to me.
Spoilers.
I know spoilers. It was spoiled to me. It was spoiled to me that Missy was the master. That was spoiled to me on Facebook because, like, apparently somebody.
Ditto.
What's up?
Ditto.
Yeah, somebody wrote down like, what'd you guys think of the episode? And then one person said like, I didn't like how the master's now a girl. I was like, oh come on! I shouldn't have clicked it. God dang it! God darn dang it!
I
So
don't know. I had a boss named Missy, so I automatically don't like that name.
oh, so but so the first part of that episode was great. It was great, and because Danny dies, and then Clara goes through all this trouble just to get the doctor to be all like, like you better bring back Danny, and doctor's like, I can't do that. That's against the laws of time. She goes, I will throw away all your bloody keys, and it turns
Yeah, like
out,
she goes fucking haywire.
yeah,
Where does she know where all those keys are? By the way, I don't think
she's the companion.
I don't think he shows where all of his freaking keys
She,
are.
yeah, it's like what you said. She's the impossible girl.
Fucking impossible.
And so, but then it turns out he actually he actually put her to sleep. So that whole scene was a hallucination. And then Doctor says the sweetest things. Where he's all like,
But
"Do you
they
think?"
started in the beginning. It was like, oh hey, teaser, Doctor's in trouble. Okay, go through this, and then you get to that scene. Okay, oh, it was just a hallucination.
Okay.
It was like, okay, like we had a trailer of the episode in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, but it was still. It's like, but what other way how else could you would have gotten out of that situation? I obviously can't because I'm not a good writer, but I mean I can't figure out a way to.
I mean, I'm fine with that being there, but it's just like they had the clip of him being in the volcano,
Right.
and in the beginning of the episode. Okay, and then they start to play out that the boyfriend dies, and then she wants to see lava,
Uh-huh.
whatever reason for lava.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we didn't need that little tidbit. It was epic enough
Right.
instead of placing that at the beginning.
Right.
I'm just picking apart Moffat. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. You can pick up off it. A lot of people are lately. So.
Stick to Sherlock.
It's what
Don't
you're.
write two things. You're dividing your attention. This isn't good.
Yeah. So. Excuse me. But it was cool though, where they introduced the water, which is like if you're wearing metal, it's invisible when you put it in this water.
I loved it when he's like, "Oh, this would be fun in swimming pools." You remember that part?
Yeah, but it was cool though when they introduced the Cybermen because you see all those skeletons, and that was pretty freaking cool.
I liked the joke where it was like, "Why do you have iPads here? Oh, we have Steve Jobs." I loved
I forgot about that. I was thinking, ooh.
I loved that. Although, again, it's like, okay, you're putting the dead in a hard drive, which is like the library.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, static is all dead people. Okay. I don't know. That just took a lot of leaps of faith for me. And
Yeah.
okay, what does triple W stand for?
www.
Besides World Wide Web. But it's like, oh, what's
wonderful world of
what?
wabbits.
But
I'm
it's
just
like,
making this shit up. I don't know.
What does it stand for? What is this? And they just explain that static is dead people. Oh, they downloaded them to a hard drive.
Wait,
oh, you can still feel your body. Oh, we got a cadaver over there.
Wait, didn't they explain what www means?
I don't remember them specifically saying what www means.
I gotta see
because
this.
it was W cubed
Uh-huh.
as their like logo.
Right.
But I don't think it ever blatantly said. But I kind of like that. Like, oh, would you like me to turn down my intimacy level?
Mm-hmm.
The master completely what's their word? Schnozzed. Like when they kiss. What's that British word?
Smooched?
No, I want to say schnozzed or something.
Probably schnozzed. I don't know.
Something like that. It's like, oh, he completely did that.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, was that completely pent up? Was that some Sorry, too much fan service there because the master is originally a guy and pent up enemy. Ooh, I completely just got to make up for him.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's the thing. So what did you think about Missy turning out to be the master? How the master now turned into a girl?
Well, he went through complete shit, so it kind of makes sense. That's why chromosome just ejected to an extent.
Because the last time we saw the master was he walked into. He was like shooting electricity at the Time Lords, all like, you did this to me, you sons of bitches, and then he goes into that time vortex where the final day of the Time War happened and stuff, but then they just don't explain. Did they ever explain how it happened, or they just don't, or they just take it as it is?
Wait, I thought he was brought back, and it was weird the way he was brought back. That
Yeah,
got weird.
yeah. That's how he came back. Because at first he died because he got shot by his wife, and then those
And then the ring
yeah, the ring,
kiss lips
yeah, brought him
thing.
back to life, and then
I don't know what brought him back this
yeah,
time.
they don't really explain how he brought him back, did they? Unless I missed something. We're gonna get someone shit for
Shoes?
shoes. I don't
Wanted
know.
shoes. Oh my god, shoes. Well, you
See,
saw Missy. She was very fashionable.
oh, they were all they were all they're all fashionable. So okay, so yeah, the first half was good until the part where he was like, I couldn't call myself master, couldn't I? And I'm just like, what? And then so then the second part happened. So the second part of the episode happened. Why did they have Missy next to the TARDIS with only two guards? You know, even when I first watched that
I'm gonna
episode,
kill you.
I was just watching. I watched that. I'm just sitting there going, why is she next? I know it's a small plane, but can you at least put her in the other side of the room?
Let's bring people back from the 50th just so we can kill them.
Yeah, it's just like, and look, I'm looking at this, it's like, okay, you have two guards, but it's the freaking master, and this was like,
On an airplane.
yeah, on an airplane. It's like, okay, what's their, it's unit. Okay, unit is supposed to be like this really like powerful military organization that prevents aliens and shit like that, right?
I think so. Sorry, I was thinking shield for a second.
That's
Yeah,
okay. No.
Okay.
Total different universe.
Sorry, they're all acronyms.
So okay, so unit is supposed to be,
Yeah.
preventing all this stuff, and I'm sure, in Classic Who they've met the Master before. I'm sure. I haven't watched all of Classic Who. I've only seen I've seen a good handful of the Classic Who's. I'm sure the unit's met the Master before. Why do they put the Master next to the TARDIS? And then, okay, and then they bring Brigadier. If because I know Brigadier's daughter is now the new founder of UNIT, and she was the one that was in Day of the Doctor that was doing that whole conference
Yeah, the
thing.
blonde girl.
Yeah. You know what really pissed me off? I think what pissed me off the most about this was they killed off the one fangirl.
The scarf girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pop.
I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was so sad. I was
We
like,
need to beat Game of Thrones.
yeah, I was just like, what did you do that for? It's like right when she disintegrated, I was all like, oh, and then she like stuffs on her glasses. I'm just like going, oh my, why did you do that? It's like you just killed a Doctor Who fan. It's like I bet you there's someone out there going, that represents every single Doctor Who fan. And I'm just there going, oh come on. And then, okay, and then Danny Pink dies.
Well,
Of course, he's dead.
Okay, like he's dead, but there's like the afterworld, and I kept thinking of Golden Compass. Man, I'm a nerd, but like that there's the dead, but like after you're dead, like it's a part you still exist, but you can kind of be brought back. It's like okay, and then it's like okay, Cybermen, all these switches.
Yeah, and he turns into a fucking. Then when you find out he's a Cyberman, I'm sitting there
I
going,
did
oh.
like the doors, the sliding doors, the
Oh, yeah?
switch doors that they had the Cyberman eyes. Like
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until later on. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, I did like that. That was like, that's cool. Like
Yeah,
that got me off guard.
That was pretty cool. And then they kill off the doc. Then they kill off the master again. It's like, okay, so how are they gonna bring her back now this time? And then God, and then okay, and then I will admit, okay, I will say the best part, I think from what I can think of, from what I can remember, the best part of that whole episode was when when the TARDIS falls out of the plane, the doctor's like skydiving skydiving to catch the TARDIS. Yeah, pretty much. That would be, no. What if as he was falling, he went into the pool? He's like, damn it, this is bullshit.
Everyone falls into the pool. 11 fell into the pool. River fell into the pool.
Yeah.
Come on, they've established they have a pool.
Yeah, they're probably not going to show that for a while. I'm feeling maybe eventually they'll show it, just probably not yet. So I don't know.
They
maybe.
showed a lot with the last season.
Yeah.
When Clara was wandering around in the TARDIS.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have. Wait, did they? Wait. Whoa, was that like the journey to the center of the TARDIS?
I think so. When she technically died, and
Yeah.
they were, like ember versions of herself.
Did they show the pool? No, they didn't show the pool.
They did not show the pool, but they showed like
I know they showed a
like
library.
an encyclopedia room, like these bottles and this weird bridge thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they showed a lot of inside of the TARDIS.
Right.
I mean, we didn't see the room where Rory and Pond banged, but
Pretty much, yeah. That'd be kind of weird, right?
they had sex right there.
You feel awkward yet? Here, I'll make it even more awkward. Let's go back in time to show you how it happened.
Hey, River, want to see your conception?
Sure. Okay. Okay, go back to the current season. So, okay, and then the other part I also liked was when they lied to each other. When like Clara and the Doctor lied to each other just to make each other feel better. However, I just thought it was BS that Danny didn't come back to life, and he brought. I mean, yeah, he brought the kid that he killed back to life, but I kind of feel.
Well, could he live with himself? With like, we never find out what he did with that kid.
He killed him. He killed it. He killed the kid. That's why he could. That's why he was.
Yeah, I guess, did it clearly say that, or I think it was just
it's implied. It's implied
yeah,
that he
heavily
killed
hinted.
Because he runs in because in the flashback
he throws a bomb or a grenade or something.
He either threw a grenade or he shot the kid. I don't remember.
I think he threw a grenade somewhere and exploded. Anyway.
God, we're gonna get so much shit for this. I bet after I post this up, people are gonna be like, "You guys didn't rewatch the episodes." I'm just like,
sorry, we watched them for the most part as they came out. It's been a little while.
Yeah, guys, we've been busy. Okay, we're not freaking. Okay, we have lives. Okay, we got jobs. I'm just being a dick. I'm just being an asshole.
No, it's fine. It's all the holiday stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still some drugs in that turkey that we're fighting off.
That's true. This is true. And then like, oh yeah, and then Missy's just all like, you should have checked. I'll tell you where Gallifrey is. It's right where you left. It's right where it always is. It's in the same coordinates. And then when the Doctor goes back,
left, down, start, whatever that is.
Up, down, left, LR, up, down. And then,
yes, those are the coordinates.
Yeah. And he gets pissed and he starts like bang. That was a sad moment where he just opens the door and he quietly closes it. He goes back to the thing. He starts banging on the controls, and you're just like, oh, poor Doctor. Because we don't know, because Gallifrey is now back, but we just don't know where it is, because he can't find it. So now the journey continues to look for Gallifrey. And then that's it. And then during the credits, all of a sudden you hear is, come on, Doctor. You're not going to end it like that. Now, what would you like for Christmas? And then you see Santa Claus walk in. You're just like, what?
Robin Hood now Santa Claus?
Oh, it's Doctor Who. It's Doctor Who. You can't. You got They've met Van Gogh. They met Charles Dickens.
Yes.
They met
Shakespeare.
They met Shakespeare. Why are we naming writers instead? They've met Margaret. They met not Margaret. They met God. What's the woman's name who wrote 10 Little Indians and Agatha Christie. They met Agatha Christie.
Oh yeah,
the flying bee.
Unicorn and the Wasp.
Yeah, the flying wasp and the unicorn. That was like the murder mystery and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. So overall, yeah, we've been talking about this for like over an hour. So I can only split this. I can only split this in half. So
they're usually an hour long.
Usually 45 minutes or an hour. I don't know. But
we had a lot to say.
We had a lot to discuss. So overall, what did you think of this season?
I like Capaldi. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I like Capaldi.
It does seem a lot darker.
Yeah.
This is still a children's show.
Yeah.
There are some parts where it's like, especially the balloon,
the skin balloon,
skin air balloon.
The dinosaur catching combustion and the catching on fire and shit.
Yeah, for one inch of its retina or whatever that they needed apparently.
Okay. By the way, question. Okay. About the T-Rex. Okay. Did they explain how it caught on fire? Because when I first watched it, I thought the guy like burned him, or like did they explain how he caught on fire?
I think they slightly did explain, but I can't remember.
God, if it's been so long because I only watched that episode twice, but like I said, the second time I watched it, I was like,
I only watched it once.
All right, hey, don't worry about it. It's all right. So, but you know what? I agree. I like Capaldi. It took me a long time to get used. It took me a long time to like. Not because I missed Matt Smith. It was just because the writing. It was like the writing was really so weird that it took me a long time for me to like Capaldi. But eventually I liked. Eventually, I finally got used to him because just the writing, finally let us or let me like him. Because like when I first watched Doctor Who, when I first watched David Tennant and Matt Smith, for David Tennant, automatically I liked him. For the first episode we saw him, first time I saw him, already liked him. Matt Smith, first time I watched him, already liked him. Capaldi took me like at least a few episodes to get me to like him.
Yeah, because it felt like not even the series let go of Matt Smith. Like with the
Yeah.
phone calls, like
Yeah.
Matt Smith is still somehow related, and it's like, okay, yes, we got it. He's dead. We got the goodbye bow tie man, and
Yeah, we get it. We got Goodbye Raggedy Man stuff.
it was like, okay, we're done. Okay, he's sort of back talking again on the phone. Yeah. Although I did like the Glasgow joke. That was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, it's like Glasgow. It's like hey, we're back in London. No, this is Glasgow. Huh? What do you know?
Like that was funny.
Want to get some coffee or tea? Sure. All right. And he leaves it there. That was 2 weeks ago. Really? Get out of town.
Like she tried to hold a job. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I liked it. It just felt a little full of itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just me ranting on Moffat, though.
Yeah. Moffat needs to give the writings give somebody else a chance to write a season, or at least have Neil Gaiman write another episode, because Neil Gaiman's awesome at writing. Neil Gaiman is awesome at writing Doctor Who episodes. He's the guy that did. We talked about this.
I'm sure. I'm horrible with names, though.
He's the guy that did Sandman. He's the guy that wrote American Gods. He wrote Coraline. He did all sorts of books. He wrote the episode. He did the Doctor's Wife episode. That was a good one. He did one Matt Smith episode. What was the other one? All right, I'm going on the computer again. Gotta look this up now because I forgot it because my memory is so bad. See, we're gonna get so much shit for this. Excuse me.
We can't know everything.
I know, you're absolutely right. We can't. We don't have, like I said, we have lives, we have jobs and shit. Okay, worked prior to Doctor Who. Okay, Sandman. No. Okay, you wrote The Doctor's Wife. What else did you write? What did you? What? Oh, no, hold on. He also took over Stephen Mo's production issues of Next. No, he must have wrote something else. Did he? Is that the only episode he wrote? Hold on. You know what?
Another time, or you can put it in the comments.
Another time. I could put it in the comments or something. Yeah. So as of right now, the last episode he wrote was Nightmare in Silver. Oh, I almost forgot about that. How can I almost forget about that? We discussed that before too. Oh my god. Well, then again, it's been since last December, I think, since we.
A year ago.
Was it last year or was it a lot? What was
December
the last time?
Would be a year ago.
When was the last time we talked about Doctor Who? What was the last time we did? Oh god.
I think Christmas. We ranted about the Christmas special.
Yeah, you're right. Oh gosh. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the 2 episodes Neil Gaiman wrote was Nightmare in Silver. It was the other Cybermen episode where they go to the carnival planet, and then the Doctor plays chess with himself.
Oh yeah, and there's the midget.
Warwick Davis. I love Warwick Davis. Yeah, he wrote that episode and The Doctor's Wife. Yeah, at least bring Neil Gaiman back to write another episode, because Neil Gaiman said he would never want to do a season of Doctor Who because I don't know, because maybe because he feels like it would be a lot of pressure to write, because Doctor Who's got a huge following. I feel like it would be a lot of pressure, or maybe he just didn't feel like doing it. But the 2 episodes he made were great. Those were great episodes. I love those episodes. Like I love The Doctor's Wife is one of my favorite. It's like one of my top 10 favorite episodes of Doctor Who. So at least okay. So bottom line, season 8. At least it was better than 7.1. At least it was better than Dinosaurs on a Spaceship and Love and Monsters.
I just feel like they're throwing that overall arc in there more, and it's kind of like they used to be like you could just not non-linear, like you could watch and just pick up one, and now it's like you have to kind of watch them in order now, because at the end of every episode it's like, oh, welcome to heaven. Yeah. Welcome to heaven. We're hinting at something, so you keep watching. Yes, we are having an overall arc that we are leading up to at the end, like the last season, and it's like...
It's like, oh, yeah, great.
They used to just non-sequential. Yeah, okay, that's like just non-sequential. You could just pop in and be happy.
Right.
Maybe not with Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, but you could be happy.
Or Love and Monsters. You know what? I know in the first time we talked about Doctor Who, I talked about how my most hated episode is Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. I changed my mind. It's a tie. because a couple months ago, I
Is it
re
a bow tie?
what?
Never mind.
Okay, I'll say this. It's a tie. I'm gonna change my decision. It's a tie. My least favorite David Tennant episode, which is everyone else's, is Love and Monsters, and my least favorite Matt Smith episode is Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. For Christopher Eccleston, I have to think about it. I have to rewatch season 1 again. I have to rewatch it and just decide which episode I dislike the least. So
Yeah, I'd have to think a lot too.
yeah.
Probably the one where they ruined the angels just because I was so pissed.
Oh. Wait. Which one did they ruin the angels? The
Oxygen Factory one.
Oxygen Factory. Like when they were underground?
No, they were in a ship. Well, I guess technically they were underground, but they were in a ship.
Wait.
It was the oxygen factory. It was a forest pond. Like they had the angel. It had like its hands over the eyes on a camera. Amy looked it in the eyes.
You didn't like that episode?
Because you saw the angels moving.
Oh yeah.
They add a new power, which apparently they can rip out someone's essence, or I just imagined like their spinal cord and manipulating their spinal cord for their voice.
Yeah.
And they could talk. Okay.
Hello, this is Angel Bob, sir.
Angel Bob.
Bob, the guy who I just killed is dead. This is Angel Bob. It's like, well, that's getting dark too.
But you see them move. It was just like
that ruined it for you.
That was the scary. Like again, Blink, my favorite and first episode. Mm-hmm. You didn't see them move, and that was the scary as shit part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, besides Angels in Manhattan. Sorry, Angels in Manhattan got spoiled to me by Facebook.
Giant angel.
Well, it's like Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Angel.
Oh my god! But it's just, I loved the angels. They were fine.
You know what? I'm sure they'll come back, and I'm sure they'll make it better.
Get fucked up more.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's pray for the better, and let's see what happens. Okay, so. Our upcoming opinions on the Christmas special. I'll only say this: ever since when I first saw Simon Pegg in Doctor Who, I went, "That is awesome!" And then when I discovered Little Britain, I thought, "Wait a minute, Simon Pegg was in Doctor Who. You know who I want to be in Doctor Who? I want Nick Frost and I want Matt Lucas from Little Britain to be in Doctor Who." And then I find out Nick Frost is in Doctor Who, and you know what? And like they were saying, like, you know, like when I first saw Santa Claus, I was like, oh come on. Then I looked closely, I was like, oh, Nick Frost, because I love Shaun of the Dead, and I love Hot Fuzz, so I'm really hoping to see what they're going to do with this, and we'll see what happens next time. You excited, Amanda?
Is Clara gone? Did she retire?
She said she was going to retire, but
and then I heard that maybe she was. I don't know. Either way,
we'll find out. I hope they don't kill her, because I don't like it when they kill the companions.
They killed her a bunch of times already.
I know, but I hope they don't kill her, because I hate when they kill the. I didn't, like I talked about, like I hated when they killed off Amy and Rory, because they were happy being married, and then they get divorced, and then they die. It's like, oh, why did you do that? And
Wait,
then,
they got divorced?
Yeah, don't you remember in Daleks in the Asylum of the Daleks?
They were debating because, or wait, I remember they almost did because.
Oh yeah, they almost got divorced.
Amy couldn't have a baby.
Yeah, because Amy couldn't have children and stuff, and then you know that.
But they were they fixed it, like they were okay afterwards.
Yeah.
They found out that was the problem.
And then they died.
Well, they got the angel's death. They got to live out their lives in 1980 something New York, apparently.
But they died. Oh well, okay, but you know what? I'm a lot of complaining, a lot of nitpicking and stuff.
Okay, so don't kill off Amy and Rory. Don't kill off the scarf girl.
Osgood. That was her name. Osgood.
Like almost like Oswald.
Yeah, it's like Oswald, but Osgood. That was her name. Osgood. Don't kill. I bring back. Can you? I'm gonna. Then Moffat said something like, you know, oh, I don't know if he said. I don't remember if he said Osgood is officially dead, or if the one that Missy killed was the Zygon Osgood. You know what? Whatever.
I don't even know what the Zygon stuff. That wasn't clear to me.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Okay, you know what? We'll find out next time. Because we've been talking for like at least an hour and 9-10 minutes. Okay, well, but at least we covered the most part, though.
We vented.
We vented.
We vented.
But we also cherish the good moments of the season. Fuckity bye. This plane is protected. I am the doctor, and you are the boneless. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening, and we hope to come back again soon. Yay! Woo! I can't do the whole thing. That's gonna be weird. All right. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.